Have you ever been cruising down the highway and suddenly ended up behind one of those brand new trucks that cost more than most people's houses? You know exactly the kind I'm talking about, the gleaming beast with chrome everywhere, leather seats that probably cost more than your monthly rent, and a payment plan that could make a mortgage broker cry. And here's the real kicker. The person driving it probably makes less money than you do. So what's really happening here? How are everyday people somehow managing these astronomical car payments that defy basic math? My name is PPS, and I spend way too much time thinking about money and why people make the financial decisions they do. If you've ever wondered how your neighbor manages to drive a $70,000 pickup truck while complaining about grocery prices, hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up if it helps you understand this modern financial mystery. Before diving into the mechanics of how people pull off these payments, let me paint a picture of what we're dealing with. The average new car payment in America has soared into territory that would have been considered absolutely insane a decade ago. We're talking monthly payments bigger than most rent checks. Yet millions of Americans sign those contracts every single month, driving off the lot in vehicles that cost more than the median household income. And here's where it gets interesting. Most of these folks aren't secret millionaires. They're not crypto brothers, trust fund kids, or silent billionaires. They're teachers, nurses, mechanics, retail workers, regular people with regular jobs who believe they found a way to make the numbers work. The truth is, a whole system exists to make impossible payments look possible. And understanding that system isn't just about curiosity, it's about protecting yourself from making a financial mistake that could haunt your next 7 to 10 years. So let's start with the obvious question. How much are we even talking about? When I tell people the average car payment, they think I'm joking. The average new car payment has crossed over $700 a month. That's not for a luxury vehicle, that's the average. And trucks and SUVs, those routinely cross $900 a month. It's not rare to see $1,200 monthly payments for 6, 7, even 8 years. That means someone ends up paying over $80,000 for a vehicle before insurance, maintenance, or fuel. And no income isn't rising fast enough to justify any of this. So how are people doing it? It starts with loan terms. Remember when a car loan lasted 3 or 4 years? Those days are long gone. Today, 6, 7, and 8-year loans are normal. Some lenders even pitch 10-year loans, which sounds like a financial horror film. Stretching the loan makes the monthly number look small. A $60,000 truck might cost $1,500 a month over 4 years, but only $900 over 8 years. Most buyers stare at the monthly number, not the total cost. But stretching the loan means paying thousands more in interest while the vehicle depreciates faster than the loan balance. By year 5 or 6 of an 8-year loan, the buyer owes far more than the vehicle is worth negative equity. And that's when the cycle gets worse. Enter the trade-in trap. Someone buys a car with a long loan. After 4 years, they're bored of it or want something newer, but they still owe more than it's worth. So, what do? They roll that negative equity into a new loan. Now they're paying for 2 cars, one they don't own anymore and one they just bought. Dealers love this cycle because it traps customers. Breaking out would require writing a massive check, so most people just keep rolling debt forward. What's even scarier is how normalized these extreme payments have become. If someone spent $1,200 a month on clothes or coffee, we call for an intervention. But a $1,200 car payment, people shrug and say, well, you need transportation. That's the power of marketing. For decades, automakers haven't been selling cars. They've been selling identity, lifestyle, and status. Your truck isn't just a truck. It's a personality upgrade. That rugged commercial of a truck climbing mountains? That's not selling horsepower. It's selling the fantasy of being that rugged hero, even if the closest you'll get to off-roading is packing on the grass at a family barbecue. When people believe they're buying identity, a $900 payment suddenly feels like an investment in self-worth, not a financial mistake. But let's talk about how people actually squeeze these payments into their budgets. This is where it gets messy. Many buyers reshape their whole financial life around their car payment, moving into cheaper apartments, living with roommates longer than planned, cutting vacations, skipping restaurants, and eating cheap meals daily just to keep up with the payment. Some take second jobs specifically to pay for their vehicle driving, Uber or DoorDash, using the same expensive car they're drowning in debt for. Others dip into retirement accounts, borrow against 401 kiloseconds, or run up credit card debt to cover fuel, insurance, and repairs. Some even use home equity loans to fund car purchases, literally risking their home to buy a depreciating asset. It's financial insanity disguised as lifestyle. It gets worse when you realize many families do this with not one but 2 or 3 vehicles. Dad's truck, mom's SUV, the teenager's car. Suddenly a family is paying more for vehicles than housing. They're managing multiple insurance bills, multiple maintenance schedules, and multiple loans, while losing money on every one of them. The psychological effect is brutal. People become pros at juggling due dates, celebrating when they pay off one loan while signing 2 new ones. Their success becomes measured by how well they can keep the financial plate spinning. Insurance alone for these expensive vehicles often hits $200, $500 monthly, especially for families with more than one car. Maintenance is a whole different disaster. Modern trucks and SUVs are extremely complex. Simple repairs cost hundreds. Major repairs cost thousands. A transmission can cost $5,000 plus. Engine repairs $10,000 plus. A $70,000 truck can leave someone broke over a single unexpected repair. And fuel? A truck getting 15 mpg with fluctuating gas prices can easily cost $350, $500 monthly. Let's run real numbers. Say someone buys a $55,000 truck with a 7-year loan at 6% interest. Monthly payment, around $800. Total loan costs, about $67,000. Add $250 monthly insurance, another $21,000 over 7 years. Add $350 monthly fuel, another $29,000. Add maintenance and repairs, at least $15,000. Total spent in 7 years, over $130,000. And when the loan ends, they own a truck worth maybe $15,000. They spent $130,000 to end up with $15,000. That isn't transportation, that's wealth destruction disguised as comfort. Psychologically, buyers get trapped in what I call automotive Stockholm syndrome. They bond with their financial captor. The truck becomes a symbol of their identity. Suggest driving something cheaper, and they feel attacked. Logic goes out the window. Meanwhile, the auto industry knows exactly how to manipulate these emotions. Dealers never talk about total cost or opportunity costs. They talk monthly payment, comfort, status, and instant gratification. So the mystery of how people afford insane car payments really isn't a mystery at all. It's a carefully engineered system of long loan terms, emotional manipulation, and financial gymnastics. People aren't affording these payments. They're surviving them while pushing the true cost into the future. The next time you see someone driving a truck worth more than your house, remember, they're probably eating cereal for dinner to keep it. And suddenly, that reliable used car in your driveway doesn't look so bad after all.